I was thinking for a while whether I should make a video about Spider-Man No Way Home or not. Mostly I was battling against my own laziness and the fact that the whole internet already has praised this movie. But I still feel that I got some thoughts I should share with you guys. You see, I was actually dumb enough to watch The Matrix Resurrection instead of Spider-Man No Way Home.
This guy is fucking stupid!
I know, we all make mistakes. Just get off my back, would you? Don't you think I've suffered enough already? Anyway, eventually I found the time to watch the Spider-Man No Way Home and end this year on a good note. Now before I go ahead, there might be some mild spoilers in this video, so if you want to avoid them and maintain your purity, I'd recommend you to skip this one.
Ow!
Spider-Man No Way Home is a damn good movie. It satisfied me on practically any aspect. Solid action, good story, amazing performances. In my humble opinion, this might be the second best Spider-Man movie ever, after Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, obviously.
My back! Oh, my back!
The fact that Sony and Marvel managed to bring in all the beloved characters from previous adaptations and present them with quite convincing logic is in itself a huge achievement. It didn't felt like a cheap nostalgia bait, didn't become overwhelming, and it left plot's integrity pretty much intact. I can see how this attempt could have easily gone wrong, and the fact that it didn't proves that Hollywood can still make awesome movies. There was this guy in cinema sitting next to me, and I saw this dude shed a tear when we first saw Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. I myself spent my childhood watching Sam Raimi's trilogy, so you could say that it was pretty emotional for me too. And it was pleasantly surprising when Tobey and Andrew played an important part in the third act instead of one-time cameo, which I was so pessimistically expecting. I should also mention Jamie Foxx as the new, more badass version of his previous Electro, and Alfred Molina, whose Doc Ock was great as always. But of course no one could even compare with William Dafoe and his Green Goblin. I mean, the guy is possibly one of the best actors of his generation. Just look at this face. The thought that he'll probably never play Joker tortures me at nights.
But you can't do this to me.
Anyway, another important aspect, character development, was handled pretty well. Despite the abundance of colorful heroes and anti-heroes, Tom Holland's Peter Parker remains the main protagonist. And his journey is pretty impressive. In a single movie, Peter Parker grows as a character more than he did in 5 previous MCU movies altogether. He starts out as a kid who doesn't think twice before making important decisions, but at the end of the film he's more mature, more serious. He becomes a true hero who's willing to sacrifice everything he ever had for the right cause. The ending was so perfect and canonic, it kinda gave me goosebumps. That's not to say that this is a perfect movie. The whole memory erasing spell was too vague. Peter Parker overpowering Earth's mightiest magician with math was a bit patronizing to Strange. And of course Ned opening a portal from the first try was a little too much. But all those things ultimately don't matter, because we don't actually care about it. You see, no matter what Hollywood elite thinks about us, regular people, we're not assholes. We are willing to forgive innocent flaws or mistakes, as long as the movie treats us with respect. Spider-Man No Way Home is clearly a film made for fans, and it gives us what we want. Good story, humor, emotions, entertainment. Nothing more, nothing less. And in return it becomes the highest grossing film in the post-pandemic world. Pretty impressive, huh? Some of you might argue that the huge financial success of this film is only due to popularity of Spider-Man as a character. Which is true, but Star Wars or Terminator were also very popular. And we all know how that ended up.
I'll be back.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Have you ever noticed that all the films which attempt to genuinely entertain us, even the ones that are kinda dumb, end up being pretty successful, while the ones that ponder about modern political ideologies end up failing? It's like people can feel when the movie berates them and tries to teach how to live their lives. It's like by watching the film, audience sees that those behind it don't really care about fans. Hey, Hollywood, people are not stupid. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
This is why I consider Spider-Man No Way Home the movie of the year. Because it proves that even in a world full of vaccine mandates and masks, people are willing to pay money and go to cinema if they're being entertained. I don't want to be lectured by a bunch of cocky Hollywood celebrities about sexism or male privilege. I just want to chew popcorn and for 2 fucking hours forget about my asshole boss and my shitty job. Is that too much to ask? Cause whatever morally high ground bullshit Hollywood elite says during their Oscar ceremonies, the only reason why they do what they do is money. Our money, to be precise. So here's the deal. You give us what we want, we'll give you what you want. Cool? Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna give this film solid 9 out of 10. Sorry if I went little off topic. I know this was supposed to be a Spider-Man review, but there wasn't anything particularly new that I could say about it, except that it was a good movie and I liked it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to this channel. Also feel free to share your opinion in comment section below. I'll see you next time. Peace.